Bangladesh has experienced significant economic transformations over the past few decades. In this video, we will cover overview of its economy. Historical economic overview. After independence in 1971, Bangladesh was one of the poorest countries in the world, facing significant challenges including poverty, illiteracy, underdeveloped infrastructure, etc. Economy was largely agrarian, with agriculture accounting half of the GDP and employing a majority of workforce. Most vulnerable groups were small farmers, landless rural laborers, and workers. According to IMF, the economic reforms and structural adjustment policies take place in 1991, and the government has opted policy program to increase private investment through financial reforms, increase public investment by raising domestic revenues, curtailing government consumption, and improving project implementation. It also protects the purchasing power of poor by reducing inflation, improve human resource. Present condition of Bangladesh. 2020s. Bangladesh has transitioned to a lower middle income country with a more diversified economy. The GDP growth averaging around 6 to 8% in recent years. The economy has strong contribution from the manufacturing and service sectors. Import and exports. Earlier in 1970s to 1980s, Bangladesh primary exports were jute and jute products, which account for a significant portion of export. Imports were mainly food grains, machinery, and raw materials. 1990 to 2000, the focus shifted to garment industry, which started to dominate exports. The country became a major player in the global textile and apparel market. As of 2020s, Bangladesh is the second largest exporter of ready-made garments (RMG) in the world, which makes up to 80% of the country's exports earning. Other products were jute products, leather, and frozen fish. Imports were mainly machinery, chemicals, iron and steel, raw cotton, food grains, and petroleum products. Education. In the 1980s to 1990s, low literacy rates were there, with limited access to education, particularly for women and rural populations. The present condition, the literacy rate has significantly improved, reaching 75%. The service sector has grown rapidly and contributes 55% of the GDP. Key areas were finance, telecommunication, retail, and IT sector. The sector has also created numerous jobs, particularly in urban areas. Manufacturing sector, ready-made garments dominance. Manufacturing can contribute 35% to the GDP. Now Bangladesh producing 97% of its domestic pharmaceutical needs and beginning to export.